Hi, this is Karen.Ryan with Longandfoster.
And this is Brian.Hope with Prosperity Home Mortgage.
Brian, it's been a little while that we did one of these quarterly videos. We wanted just to give you an update on the market right now. I know recently I've had several listings that have closed in like very short time frame, like 3 days, 4 days, multiple offers. One of them I had 7 offers, and I had to cut them off because people kept wanting to submit. Everybody, is coming in qualified and everything. But one thing that I really want to thank you for that's been very appreciative, and this might be helpful for people, is that when I'm evaluating offers with my sellers, we always look at the financing. That's like pretty much the first thing that we look at. Like, how solid is their financing? What bank is that? Is it a bank that we've known? Is it a mortgage company that we're familiar with? And that's when I come to you about that. And that's been really helpful.
And it's because it's important, right, to your sellers to not only look at what's the price that we're getting, because they're always very concerned with how much money we're getting on proceeds,
Exactly.
what's the highest price, and so they're sifting through all those numbers. But who is that lender, and how valid is that financing, and how much have they vetted the numbers is super important, because you may have the best offer in the world on paper, but if that loan doesn't get approved and you can't then go to closing, then it's all for nothing. Right. So being able to not only serve your buyers, which you and I know all about, and that's typically how the process works, is you send buyers my way, we work together, and we get them to closing, but also to be here for your sellers too, because this is a really, really competitive market. It's the beginning of the spring market. It's going to continue being quick paced. And so whatever we can do to help you guys on your end and your sellers, gives us a lot of peace of mind.
Sure. We've recently worked with some buyers together, and probably most people, if you're not aware, Longandfoster, in coordination with Prosperity, has some of the best rates for VA loans, which we worked on. We recently closed, Brian and I together, for a buyer, a first-time buyer, and she had made offers on somewhere else, but the last one that we did was very rock solid, because it actually takes a little time for people to understand the market, putting in an offer and what you really have to do, while being fair to what your financial background is, correct?
For sure. And again, just getting back to your point about where the market is right now, and that example with our buyer that we closed a couple weeks ago, is the only reason that she was able to get that house, because there were 5 or 6 or maybe more offers on the table, was because she had done all the work up front.
Exactly.
Very
well prepared.
She was very well prepared. You had spoken to her months ago. She had decided she wanted to make a move. She knew she wanted to purchase. So instead of waiting and going through the numbers down the road, we did everything up front. And so she was already through underwriting. She had all of her numbers together. She had all her cash ready to go. And so we could then educate her on how to make that stronger offer. And we did. We won it, and now she's in the home.
And she loves it. And the other thing is, when you're so prepared like that ahead of time, and working with Brian and myself, it makes it so much easier when you do get that contract, and you are the one to win that, because then you know all the next steps. You're not still anxious about the things that you didn't even finish doing on the back end.
The majority of the work is kind of done up front, at least on the financing side, and you feel comfortable signing your initial on the contract, because
that's so important.
You've already gone through this before with Karen, with myself. We've gone through the details of what the contract means, what these contingencies are, which ones you feel comfortable waiving, which ones you don't. And so just that conversation being moved up front earlier in the process is always a plus.
Let's talk real quick about interest rates.
Sure.
What's going on?
So rates are probably sitting, and again, when I say where are rates, it's a tough and kind of a loaded question, because there's so many factors that go into what is in the interest rate. But with good credit, with good down payment on like a conventional loan, we're probably sitting right around mid-6s, so like 6.3, 6.5. On the VA side, so a VA loan is for those veterans out there, either active duty or retired military. So if you do qualify for a VA loan, I locked somebody in yesterday by 1 point, and I got them down to about 5.5.
That's awesome.
So the VA loan is a great option. Conventional is a great option. And what you and I always talk about with our clients is finding that home that they love is obviously super important. The rate is something that can be temporary, and short term. So that's where that phrase, marry a house, date the rate. Find the house, if you love it, marry it, buy it, and then we might have that 6 months, 8 months,
Yeah.
12 months, and then refinance if rates come down because you're
Right.
okay.
And that's what we're really trying to convey, whether you're a seasoned buyer and had a couple homes or a first time buyer. Well, Brian, thank you so much for today. Hope this information was helpful for you. Again, my name is Karen.Ryan with Longandfoster.
And I'm Brian.Hope with Prosperity. Thanks so much.
Thank you.